Between 1918 and 1920, Spanish influenza killed 50 million people, more than 3 times as many as were killed in the First World War. Viruses are far more efficient at killing us than we are. Not that anyone's keeping score. And so it might sound a bit counterintuitive when I say I firmly believe that viruses are going to hugely improve life for a great many people. It's not because I'm a misanthropist hoping for a plague or a zombie apocalypse. I don't think I'd do very well in either situation. But because the mechanism that makes viruses so effective is far more elegant than anything that we could design ourselves. Viruses are parasites. They can't survive without a host. And they're extremely clever parasites. They don't latch onto the skin like ticks or fleas. They don't grow within tissue like bacteria. The way a virus protects itself is to make itself a part of you. When a virus enters your body, it acts like a syringe. It injects its genes into your cell. These genes then get incorporated into your DNA. And when that infected cell divides, the viral genes get copied along with your own. But we can parasitize our parasites. We can remove the disease-causing viral genes and introduce human genes that can then get injected into a human host as normal. Now, you might be wondering why bother introducing human genes into a human. It seems a bit redundant. Far from it. It's a way of saving your body from itself. If you have a genetic disease, it's a way of treating your condition at its root. Instead of going through a lifetime of transplants, therapy, medication, you can have a healthy copy of the gene introduced to your body, and then, like the viral genes, you have it for life. If you've heard the term gene therapy or viral gene therapy, this is what it refers to. One of the conditions for which this holds most promise is called bubble baby disease, or more clinically, severe combined immunodeficiency disorder. Patients with this rare disease have a malformation in the cells that are responsible for fighting infection. Essentially, you don't have an immune system. Infants who are born with this disease have to be kept in a perfectly sterile environment, can only interact with medical personnel or family members when they're wearing protective equipment, and they usually die of infections within the first year of life. It seems like an insurmountable problem to fix. The immune system isn't a structure that you can transplant. It's not a chemical that you can supplement. It's a complicated network of organs and chemicals. How are you meant to recreate that with nothing to work with? If the answer to that question weren't gene therapy, this would be a really badly planned talk. But luckily it is. So since 1999, 17 patients in different clinical trials have had their immune systems fully restored by gene therapy. That's 17 children who get to feel the sun on their skin, 17 families whose hearts don't stop at the sound of every cough, the sight of every scratch. When I stood up, I said that I believe viruses are going to improve life for a great many people. And that was a bit of a lazy statement. It's not a very bold claim to say you believe something that's already happened. Thank you for listening.
Jennifer Lorigan.